Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another unboxing. This time it's going to be a Christensen arms rifle. I sold my previous two Christensens, not because I didn't like them. And to be honest with you, I really didn't like being without a Christensen arms brand rifle. So what I did, of course, like any other gun lover, is I went out and found a reason to buy one. So let's get right into it. Haven't even seen this rifle. I've owned a Christensen Mesa before, but it was in 7mm 08, which, I didn't even fire the weapon, but I really liked the way it felt. The weight and the way the stock feels and fits. So I went out and I bought one. So here we go. Unlike the Sacco, this is just kind of a plain cardboard box, and it's awful greasy. I didn't think it'd be this greasy. So before I go into how greasy it is, this one, plain cardboard box, which isn't really a huge deal, but there's no cardboard surrounding it. The Sacco had styrofoam packed all around it. This has nothing. Sometimes they have at least a cardboard filler. So that being said, I'm not really impressed with the way that this one's boxed. It's a pretty short rifle. It's very light. There it is. My first impression is there is definitely some gun oil on this. And to be honest with you, I don't even want to run my hands all over this dirty thing. So hold on one second. Okay, so I just wiped it off a little bit. I really didn't like that, how just oily the gun was. I don't really think it needs quite that much oil. But first impressions are, it's definitely a Mesa. I really dig the stock on a Christensen rifle. There's no palm swell like there is on Brownings and on Saccos, but it does have a handle which really allows or at least my hand, to fit that stock real well. I dig this thing. It's really short. It's got a 20-inch barrel with a muzzle brake on it. So before we play with that anymore, the in the box is a box that's got a picture of a bolt on it. So I'm going to assume that that's where my bolt is. Flip it up. Bolt action rifle, owner's manual, not quite as elaborate as the Sacco was from the previous video, but got pretty good graphics in it. Should be pretty good. Got a welcome to the Christensen family. Well, thank you very much. 10% discount. Okay, so they give you hearing protection. How nice of them. That's very thoughtful. The bolt is in a padded, soft little surrounding in the box, which is kind of better than what I thought the rest of the rifle was. It again is kind of greasy. Use this little rag here to wipe off some grease. There's no reason. At least it's not like Cosmoline or something where it's real sticky. Dig that short action bolt. 2 locking lugs, a heavy-duty M16 style extractor, fluted bolt shroud, and the bolt handle is also fluted, which, when it comes to actual weight savings, I think that of the things that you could do to lighten your rifle, fluting the bolt and skeletonizing the bolt handle is probably it takes off the least amount. Fluting of the barrel takes out a good amount, but a good light stock and a receiver that's not overbuilt is a pretty important aspect of that, and I got that from Kimber. So it's a detachable box magazine. Let's see how to get that magazine out of there. All right. There's a little button here at the front of the trigger. The trigger well, the finger well, and it's a metal, just stamped metal magazine. Now, the Sacco it's also stamped. So pretty much the same deal. The magazine has a plastic follower, which, you know, it is what it is, but it seems to function pretty well. You can't really jam it in there, which is important to me. You know how I feel about the Sacco if you watch the unboxing video of the Sacco. So, bolt. Yeah, that's why I'm a fan of Christensen. Their action, although not stiff, is just that's positive. You know, that's one motion. There's not a lot of wiggle in that bolt. It opens. It's just positive. Love it. 2-position safety. The bolt will open with the weapon on safe. Fire, safe. That feels good. It's a little bit front heavy, but that 450 Bushmaster barrel ain't no slouch. They all come with a muzzle brake. The cool thing about these muzzle brakes is it's supposed to be an invisible one. The previous in 7mm 08 was better at being invisible, but as you can see, there's really no, you can't tell where the brake stops and the barrel starts. All I gotta do is give it a little twist. Oop, righty-tighty. And you can see it. Tighten it back. Can't see it. So that's a pretty decent rifle right there. I love the way they fit. So that I don't like. That magazine is loose and there's something fierce. And because I'm kind of a guy that really values stealth, I like everything quiet. I don't like making a lot of noise walking around the woods. And having that be that loose. Now, I wonder, I went out and I bought some ammunition because I am going to fire this weapon for you guys in a upcoming video. I bought some Hornady Custom. It's just the flex tip bullet, 250 grain. It's not the fastest that you can get for this, but it's the most prevalent or the most available. I'm going to load one in it. Okay, that's a little tighter. That's a little bit better. Okay, I will say that a loaded magazine is quieter than the unloaded magazine. Drop the magazine. Remove the source. All right, so that solves one thing. So at least you guys will know if you decide to go with a Christensen in 450 Bushmaster, that the magazine's not going to be that loose when the weapon is loaded. They all come with limb saver butt pads. This rifle in the end is going to get these tally rings, lightweights, one piece. Love tally rings. Some people think they're a little soft. I've never had a problem. It's going to end up getting topped with this VX3 HD in 2.5 to 8 power. It's got a 36mm objective lens. This will be my first scope that I've ever really used that is less than 40mm, which I was I was leery about going with, but from everything I've read, anything between 2.5 to 8 power in magnification, even at the edge of dark, you're going to get just as much light to your pupil as if you went with a 44mm. Okay, in closing, this is my new Christensen Arms Mesa and 450 Bushmaster. This rifle, friends, is made in Gunnison, Utah, which means it's made here in the United States, which that's an important detail for this rifle. Carbon fiber stock, Remington clone action, got the fluted bolt, the fluted bolt shroud, skeletonized bolt handle. Remington clone action, which means Remington scope bases. Tungsten gray Cerakote, comes threaded and with a muzzle brake. Metal magazine, I dig that too. 3 in it, 1 in the chamber. Okay, well, I couldn't resist. Took a couple seconds, mounted the scope on it, and I'm getting ready to say goodbye to you guys. But again, this is the Christensen Mesa in 450 Bushmaster. It's a good quality rifle for the same money as you're getting high-end Brownings or Winchesters or Remingtons or whatever else. You should really look at Christensen arms. They are a very well-made rifle, and you know what? I really don't think that you can go wrong with a Christensen rifle. That's pretty awesome.